On this edition of Lexington Now, Bluegrass AgTech, the YMCA celebrates 170 years in Lexington, and the YMCA Black Achievers Program. I'm Neil Noah. Welcome to Lexington Now for the week of November 20th, 2023. The Bluegrass AgTech Development Corporation has announced a new incentive program designed to encourage agtech and food-based businesses to locate in Kentucky. The announcement was made in an event in Lexington this past week.
I am really excited about this day, and it's been a long time coming. And as Dr. Lyons said, one of our inspirations from many years ago was Dr. Pierce Lyons, who always believed we could be the ag tech capital of America. And perhaps because I was raised in a farming community with farming family, I've always seen Lexington's farmland and Kentucky's farmland as a source of beauty, of course, but also a source of economic strength. Our farms are businesses that together make an enormous contribution to our economy. We can never forget the deep roots our economy has in agriculture. Back in 2018, my first campaign for mayor, I said I wanted to grow those roots by making Kentucky an international ag tech hub. It was just an idea, but Pierce Lyons was in the back of my head. As I said then, all the infrastructure is already right here, and you can see it represented here today. So, as mayor, I have worked to involve these partners and to gain council support for funding. Over the years, I've learned that partnerships are vitally important to make things happen in our city. And I couldn't ask for better partners. They have worked together. We've all worked to develop this Bluegrass AgTech Development Corp. And have helped us find a great leader in Bob Helton. Our council agreed, and you will remember this, council members, to dedicate $1 million to this effort when they weren't exactly sure what it was about. They took the step of faith. And the state matched that with $1 million from Kentucky Ag Development money. Today we are announcing to ag tech startups and early stage businesses that grants are available, as well as resource support such as mentorships, referrals to professional business services, connections to local growers and research teams, and other business development assistance. This assistance will be available in Lexington and throughout the Commonwealth.
I remember years ago, in this exact room, he gave a presentation where he asked a simple question: why not Kentucky? We are a special place when it comes to agriculture. We are the world leader on bourbon. We are known across the globe for our fast horses, and the most famous Kentuckian of them all is Colonel Sanders with Kentucky Fried Chicken. All of these things promote our identity as Kentuckians, as people who have a great appreciation for high-quality agricultural products. So today, in the spirit of Dr. Pierce Lyons, we ask that question again: why not Kentucky as the ag tech hub of the United States? When we think about healthcare, Boston comes to mind. When we think about computer and software development, Silicon Valley. We want to make sure that Kentucky is the first destination when people think about bringing a good idea to market that helps improve our food systems, our nutrition, our environment, and help productivity on the family farm.
Research conducted at universities like ours results in innovation that can be a powerful engine for economic and business development, which is why we are a partner in this effort. At UK, researchers working with UK Innovate and our Office of Technology Commercialization, which are both represented here today, they work closely to develop dozens of new innovations annually. Over 32 new patents were issued just last year. We get lots of license agreements with companies that want to harness our technologies to help their businesses succeed and to grow. We also found our own startup companies from our research group. And there were 5, for example, developed just last year, one of which was founded by a faculty member in the Martin Gatton College of Ag, Food, and Environment. So we are contributing to AgTech business development already. We're investing further in a new personnel and new work with UK Innovate to accelerate this work. Also, the recent Gatton Foundation gift will also provide new opportunities to address these grand challenges that our farmers, our food producers face through transdisciplinary research, which we expect to result in new AgTech innovations to benefit the state.
Bluegrass AgTech, as you've heard, is excited to launch our Challenge Grant program. Bluegrass AgTech's inaugural program aims to attract, grow AgTech businesses across the state by providing financial support in the form of challenge grants. The Bluegrass AgTech Challenge Grant features, for our first year, we will have $750,000 available for funding projects and accepting applications. The funding process, or funding, is focused on startups for early stage business with food or agricultural technology products or service. And then on top of that, we have the opportunity for a second year of another $750,000 for grants. So those applications are open today, and you can find the sign-up form for that on our website.
The YMCA of Central Kentucky is marking 170 years of service to Lexington with a series of celebrations to commemorate the milestone.
The first YMCA was actually founded in London, England in 1844 by a young man named George Williams. He was 22 years old, and he had migrated into London from the more rural area to work in industrialized London. It was part of the Industrial Revolution. And he got there and found no community, no friends, and so he started the YMCA as a place where young men could come together for fellowship, Bible study, and community. And we were founded 10 years later in Lexington, Kentucky, a little less than 10 years later. And so we are one of the oldest YMCAs in the country, and not too far down the list in the world. The minutes for the first meeting in 1853 are actually stored in a time capsule here at the High Street YMCA. This is the oldest of the current locations and kind of the center of our contemporary history. This location has been in operation since the late 50s. The building we're standing in front of now was built in 1962 and has been in continuous service since then. So this is kind of the heart of the Y.
When I see leadership in our city, whoever it is, it's all about building people. Yes. And you know, we can build buildings. That's it's not easy, but it's sort of easy. The hard part's building people. And that is what you are all about. So one of the fun things I get to do is issue proclamations, and I'm prepared to do that today. And so I'd like to read this and then present it to you and Daryl, and just say how much I love the work that the Y does. And one of these days I'll get back down here when I have a more sensible schedule.
Good luck with that.
So here we go, 170th anniversary. Whereas the YMCA of Central Kentucky is celebrating its 170th anniversary, and whereas since its founding in November of 1853, the YMCA of Central Kentucky has been a cornerstone of our community. And whereas the Y is committed to empowering young people by improving the individual and community well-being and inspiring meaningful action. And whereas the Y is dedicated to building a healthier, more connected community, and whereas the city of Lexington congratulates the YMCA of Central Kentucky on 170 years of service to our people. Now, therefore, I, Linda Gorton, Mayor of Lexington, do hereby declare November, you get the whole month, 2023 as YMCA month in Lexington. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm especially proud because my family's association with the Y goes back to 1947. And I'm the third generation of my family to be engaged in programming. Back in those days, my grandmother was one who was so interested in African American kids that she was determined with a group of individuals to ensure that there were positive programming for African American kids. And they birthed a movement then, and all my uncles and aunts were involved with that movement. And ultimately, my father worked here at the Y from 1956 to 1991. And in the course of all of that, I hope you understand how special this place is, because our city and our world has come so far. And I was telling Paula, if you look at some of the pictures behind me, the old ones, in these archives, you will see the first steps of brotherhood, starting in the early 60s with black and white coming together and understanding as we embrace Judeo-Christian values that we've got to work together to make this a better place. So you are in a special place here, Mayor, where if you go back even to the early 70s, you will see blacks and whites on boards together. Going back to the 60s, the same thing, working together in campaigns. And ultimately, you see the beautiful things that have arisen because of that. So this is a special movement that the spirit, mind, and body of individuals, we need to make sure everybody is equipped to succeed. And the Y is a place where everybody can come and receive that kind of nurturing. So it's just important, and I'm just so happy that we're here working in partnership. And as we talk about this grand old place, and as I conclude, we would love, Mayor, to work with the city and others. As a matter of fact, one of your council members, Councilmember Fogel, and I first met at the YMCA. So it would be great for us to figure out what to do at this end of Lexington. And this is a grand old place, and we need to make sure that for the next generations, this hub of Lexington that brings together the university, the downtown, all economic sectors close right here at the High Street Y. And it would be beautiful as we cast the vision for the next 170 years to find a way to work together in collaboration to make this a special place and a jewel of Lexington going forward. So thank you again.
The YMCA Black Achievers Program held an event at City Hall. We'll bring you some highlights after this.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Chris Van Brackle with the Lexington Police Department Traffic Unit. Today we are talking about disability accessible parking and the aisles between those parking places. Accessible parking is a valuable and necessary resource for people with disabilities, and that includes the striped area next to accessible parking spots. These are access aisles, and it is illegal to park here, even if you have an accessible parking permit. Police and LexPark will write tickets when they see vehicles parked in an access aisle or parked in an accessible space without a placard, and the fine is $250. Know where and where not to park. Keep the access aisles clear. Thank you, and drive safe.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. The YMCA Black Achievers Program got a chance to take a look at the inner workings of city government during a recent visit to City Hall. Here are some highlights from that visit.
This program provides young people with resources like academic support, career exploration, mentoring services, and social and emotional well-being programs, all resources that will better equip them for a successful future. Over the past 38 years, the YMCA of Central Kentucky has served 8,000 students and has awarded seniors over $9 million in scholarships. I am thrilled that these students have these opportunities. I had an opportunity earlier today to speak with some of these young people, and our future is in great hands. So Marley, I want to thank you, your staff, and all the volunteers who commit so much time to this program and to our young people. So at this time, I am pleased to present this proclamation. Here's how it goes. Whereas YMCA Black Achievers is a college and career readiness program that provides equitable access, opportunities, and support to ensure success after high school for historically marginalized youth. And whereas through this program, students are known as achievers and are exposed to academic support, career exploration, mentoring, and social and emotional well-being programs. And whereas achievers are supported by YMCA staff, volunteers, and adult achievers as they develop mind, body, and spirit. And whereas the YMCA of Central Kentucky is dedicated to the betterment of our young people and our community. And whereas we thank the staff and volunteers of the YMCA of Central Kentucky for their determination and compassion. Now, therefore, I, Linda Gorton, Mayor of Lexington, do hereby declare November 2nd, 2023, YMCA Black Achievers Day in Lexington. Thank you for your good work.
As many of you may know, we are a program dedicated to the youth, and we could not do it without the support of our community.
Well, I'd just like to say thank you for recognizing the program and these very bright young people tonight. It really is a community program. It's a volunteer-based program. So people like you spending time with them to share your expertise and your knowledge of our community is exactly at the core of what we try to do.
I was once in your shoes, achievers. I grew up and was part of the YMCA Black Achievers. It is through that program that I am here today. You are greatness. You are what success looks like. You are what excellence looks like. It is important for you all to be here today to see what we, the elected officials, do on a daily basis. We are here to serve you. The program that we had earlier, that is for me to ensure that you know your power, you know your voice, and we answer to you. And you are to ask us the questions, not just the easy questions, but those hard questions, because that's why we're here. Now you know, you're no longer in my shoes, where I never had anyone that looked like me comes in a position of leadership, or even within our community, who came to speak to me about what's possible. You don't have to live without seeing anyone that looks like you on council that cares enough about you to say, come see me. So use this powerful day, use this moment, use your voice now and forevermore, and lift it up and ask those hard questions, because you are what excellence looks like, you are what success looks like. So I applaud you in your walk now and in the future.
Thanksgiving is this week, and it's time to talk turkey. The Redwood Cooperative School, in conjunction with several organizations, is holding its annual post-Thanksgiving Gobble Grease Toss, and some youngsters want to tell you what it's all about.
We're here at the Redwood School today talking about our upcoming Gobble Grease Toss. We've been doing this for many years in Lexington, so many of you are probably familiar with it. But basically, if you are cooking your turkey in oil on Thanksgiving, Then on Black Friday, which is November 24th this year, you have an opportunity to recycle your used cooking oil for the betterment of the community so that it doesn't end up in the trash or in our storm drains or down our sewer drains where it can cause problems. You can bring your used cooking oil to 166 Crestwood Drive to the Redwood School, where we will collect it for recycling. Please bring your oil in a container with a lid that's hard-sided, not a bag or a box, and a container that's disposable that you can leave with us. If you bought your cooking oil in a jug, then pour it right back into the jug, and that's the perfect container to bring it to us in, because that way it prevents spills and makes it easier for us to transport. If you're coming to the Gobble Grease Toss, please remember that it is 10 to 2 and that we're not open before or after that, and to make sure you bring your container that you can leave with us. We're really excited to have the Gobble Grease Toss again with the Redwood School, the UK Center for Applied Energy Research, and Kelly Green Biofuels. We've had these partners with us for this event for over 5 years, and we're very excited to be able to provide this recycling opportunity to the city of Lexington once again. If you want more information, you can visit our website at lexingtonky.gov/livegreen, or you can follow us on all major social media channels at Live Green Lexington.
My name is Eduardo Centillion Jimenez, and I am an Associate Director of the University of Kentucky Center for Applied Energy Research. Our research group transforms waste into fuels, and one of those waste streams can be used cooking oil, like that we use during Thanksgiving. This is a very exciting event for us because not only we get to collaborate with the community, the Redwood School and students, we also get a waste that we could use for our research. Now, we're a research facility, so we don't have the scale to convert all of it into fuel. And so we also collaborate with Kelly Green Biofuels in order to ensure that the entirety of the waste cooking oil that we collect during the Gobble Grease Toss is actually converted to a renewable fuel. We have been working with the Redwood Cooperative School and Kelly Green Biofuels for several years now, probably 5, if not more years. And through this collaboration, we've been able to use these samples for research that has been funded by the National Science Foundation, now by the Department of Energy. And so this can bring together the University of Kentucky, the community in Lexington, the Lexington city government, a biofuels producer into a very productive partnership for the benefit of the students, the community, our research, and the nation.
I've been helping with the Gobble Grease Toss since I was in 4th grade. So before the Gobble Grease Toss, we learn about biofuel and renewable energy to prepare us for the event. And then on that day, we'll help unload the vehicles and count how many cars have come and things like that. So I've been on the leadership team, the team at our school that helps with the Gobble Grease Toss for this is my 5th year. Every year we get a lot, like hundreds of gallons of cooking oil donated to help make the biofuel. Keeps it out of the environment and out of our drains. We're really excited to be doing this again to help the community and the environment.
After we collect the oil, it goes to a lab that turns it into biofuels and not into a waste that hurts the environment. I've been helping with the Gobble Grease Toss for around 2 years now, since doing it since 4th grade, so yeah, it's around 2 years. Some of the oil is used by a lab for research, and some of it goes to help to farm equipment. Our environmental club at our school does a lot of activities to help the environment each year. This year, we've been making a pollinator garden in the community.
And just a reminder that all city offices will be closed Thursday and Friday this week in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.